Hey, what's happening, yo? Today I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about success, uh, how a lot of us feel like we're stuck in a rut, how to get out of that rut, and what to do when you're up and out. Um, so my success is definitely different from a lot of others, maybe any other individual. I think we've all got our own views of success. There are mass amounts of people that differ for one side or the other, or are pretty well impartial even about when it comes to success. They just don't care. They're just living their life. But regardless of that, my vision of success is gaining as much knowledge as I possibly can before I die, and enjoying what knowledge I've got, using it for a greater cause than just myself. Continuously teaching other individuals, because I think that teaching is essential in kind of the circle of life. If you don't know how to fucking wipe your ass and eat food, you're not gonna live. And if you don't know how to build a house, you're not gonna have a very sustainable life. One thing that is simple and one thing that is a little bit more intricate, they both tie into each other and necessities of life, and the fact that knowledge is key. Knowledge truly is power. So that's how I measure my success, is how much knowledge I have gained and how much knowledge I'm continuously gaining. Um, Other individuals might look at money and materialistic items more so than anything else. I'm not saying you're wrong by any means, but I think maybe y'all should try and look a little bit deeper within yourselves if that's what your vision of success is. Regardless, though, um, when it comes to becoming more successful, there's a few tips I've got personally that I've seen that works. It works for me, it works for a couple other individuals that I'm good friends with. And I think that if more people went ahead and took up some simple things in their daily tasks, they would be feeling a little bit more fulfilled, along with knowing that they have accomplished something so small as taking notes throughout the day, let alone maybe making fucking 2 grand in a week. I mean, little wins, little feats that you overcome, they all add up to the big picture, and the big picture is your vision of success. Um, Now I'm just kind of going in a circle. I'm sorry. So as I went ahead and said before, I think taking notes is a vital key to success. Um, I know I just briefly mentioned taking notes, but if you take notes throughout your day-to-day process of whatever's going on in your life, you're going to start realizing that there was little key moments in your days, and within a month, within a year, that you thought were noteworthy and that you think can lead you towards success in one way or another, that can get you out of this rut you're stuck in. I mean, I'm not trying to single anyone out, but I know personally I feel like I was stuck in a rut for a while, and I still kind of am. And it's difficult when you're stuck in a rut. You've got to do a lot of different things with your life to kind of keep your mind occupied or preoccupied, so you're not getting overwhelmed with stressors or just the anxiety of living in general sometimes. Maybe some depression that some folks have. All these things play a big factor in being held down in a rut and not getting to what you want, not seeing that big picture anymore. They weigh you down. Um, to go back to what I was saying with the note taking, if you find something that is noteworthy from just a small conversation you had with some random individual on the side of the street, that you think whatever they said was influencing enough or influential enough to move you in the right direction towards or down the path of success, that's what you've got the notebook for, so you can actually go ahead and ensure that you don't forget what was said, that very day, that time, because a lot of folks think that they can just keep everything up in their head. In all reality, it's not a vault up there. We do have what's called a mind palace, but it takes a very intricate mind to go ahead and accomplish that mindset and that state of mind to actually go ahead and get into their mind palace. So although we do have a vault up there, a lot of us don't know the combination. Guess that'd be the best way to put it. I would personally say if you're I personally am an aggressive individual when it comes to success. If I want something, I'm gonna fucking get it. I'm not gonna have anyone stand in my way. It just, even if something goes wrong for me, I fucking figure out a way around it, because I'm not going to be taken down when I know that I can move forward and progress in my life. I'm not going to be put down or left in the dust. One good quote from that book I was talking about, 3 Feet from Gold, it says either lead, follow, or get out of the way. Simple as that, quite literally, lead, follow, or get the fuck out of the way, because there is no room for people to be weighing you down in your life. I think that you should run away from the toxic people and run towards the individuals that are gonna build you up and make you realize that your life is worth living for many different reasons. There was in this book as well, and in many other articles and books I've read along with it, that have stated if you're trying to be successful, surround yourself with 4 other people that are of like minds or more intuitive than yourself, because the 4 closest people, or the 4 people you're closest with in your life, are the individuals that are going to go ahead and push you and mold you into who you are. Your closest friends are who you become. So I mean, if you're friends with an individual that is not doing anything in their life, going ahead and playing video games all day and sitting on their ass, not going out and trying to better their mind, body, or spirit, you're going to succumb to that individual and sooner or later become like them completely. That's not necessarily what I want for myself, and I hope that ain't what some other individual wants for themselves. So kind of run away from the toxic people and weed them out of your life. It's difficult sometimes, but shit has to be done. Another good one that I was reading in this book as well is constantly maintain a professional image. You see me in camis right now, and they're not necessarily the newest camis. They're not necessarily the best looking by any means, but I keep my boot blousings up high and my sleeves tight. It's just how it looks better. Sometimes it's hot out, so you might want to loosen up a little bit. Go for it, but you don't need to be looking trashy. I'm not saying you have to be wearing a 3-piece suit every time you go out anywhere, but if you're gonna have an image one place, continue that image elsewhere in your lives. Constantly maintain a professional image. People are gonna take you more serious as well. I mean, I know when I was younger, I wanted to be looked at as an adult because I worked with a lot of adults, and I'd always get shit on because of my age. So I grew out a beard, and they're like, well, you look older with a beard. I was like, well, thank you, but you still got that teenager hair, So I went ahead and chopped off my hair. I just buzzed it right up the sides and got a good clean cut haircut. And individuals literally started taking me more serious just over a haircut, keeping a professional image. Now, I'm not saying you need to go ahead and confide into society's ways and kind of let them rule you, but you'll feel better. I felt better when I got a haircut. You'll feel better when you look better. The better you look, the better you feel. It's not about being in the freshest threads, just about maintaining a good image rather than looking sloppy and shitty and homeless. Cause ain't no one want to see you looking fucking homeless. A lot of people, when it comes to trying to become successful in their lives, they can't maintain what is known as a positive mental attitude, PMA. If you don't have a positive mental attitude towards whatever situation you're in, then you're going to continue to be in this rut that I was talking about, that no one wants to be stuck in. That shit's nasty and it's dangerous. It's difficult. It's definitely very difficult, especially if you're in a mentally exhausting and draining environment filled with toxic people. It's extremely difficult to keep a positive mental attitude, but you gotta do it, not for anyone else around you, but for yourself, to continue to benefit yourself. A lot of folks think they gotta make everyone else around them happy in order to feel something themselves. But if you're doing someone else's job, you're just putting more fucking shit on your own shoulders. It's their job to make sure that they're doing alright, that they can mentally withstand whatever situation's going on. It's your job to ensure that your mental attitude is in tip top shape. If not, then who's gonna fucking have your back? Because there ain't no one in this world that's gonna have your back more than you do. Um, with that being said, I'd like to put out there that a lot of people, they doubt their, a lot of people, they doubt their beliefs, but believe their doubts. You know, if you believe in yourself, the rest of the world will start to begin believing in you as well. If you're going ahead and seeing what you've got, like as a skill or what your advantage is in life, and you don't take that, someone else will. If you stop believing in yourself when it comes to achieving your goals, whatever ambitions you have set forth in front of yourself, you're not going to reach them. You're going to allow others to reach your goal for you, and you're going to feel absolutely shitty as hell about yourself. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're not going to feel accomplished. You're not going to feel wholesome. Nothing. It's going to be a little bit of an empty pit in your stomach. Like when you know you got to wake up and there's a big test at school tomorrow, or it's Sunday evening and you're like, damn, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I got a fat hangover waiting for me, something like that. You know, you don't want to have that pit in your stomach. And so don't sit on anything. Act now. I'm telling you, act with reason and logic. Don't just go off of pure emotion, because that's a biased opinion when you do anything off of pure emotion, and it's unethical. Not unethical, I'm sorry. It is unreasonable to do so, because you're going to pretty well fuck yourself over in the long run if you continuously act on emotions. If you go ahead and act off of logic, and you go ahead and do your best in whatever situation you're in, you're going to benefit yourself more than anything. So, I guess stop telling folks what you're going to do, and just do it, and act in spite of fear. Even though it kind of contradicts itself, but if you're acting in spite of fear, you're going to overcome whatever challenges face you a hell of a lot easier. Now, I was afraid of water for the longest time. I still am, I'm not gonna lie. Water scares the hell out of me. And for the longest time, I wouldn't go swimming in the ocean. Well, not too long ago, I overcame that fear of swimming in the ocean. I acted in spite of fear to accomplish a goal of mine. The fear was based off of emotion. Emotionally fearful of the fucking jellyfish and sharks that could get my ass. But after I felt great, I just accomplished an amazing goal in my eyes. It might not be big in others, but it's big in mine. So I've had quite a lot to say. Went down quite a few rabbit holes, I'm sorry. A lot of dumb shit here and there. But for everyone that's watched this, I greatly appreciate your views. And hopefully this doesn't go in one ear and out the other. I highly suggest going ahead and watching some of my other videos if you haven't. And sit back and enjoy. Y'all have a good one.